For years, the App Store model has been one of the most successful business ideas in tech history. It turned smartphones into platforms, created entire industries overnight, and generated billions in revenue for both developers and the companies that run these stores. But now, something unexpected is happening. The very companies that built the App Store model are starting to move away from it. Not publicly, not all at once. But if you look closely, the signs are everywhere. Big tech wants to kill the App Store model. And the reason isn't obvious at first, but once you understand it, it changes how you see the future of software entirely. To understand why, you have to go back to what the App Store model actually is. At its core, it's a gatekeeping system. If you want to build something for a smartphone, you package it as an app, submit it to a store, and distribute it through that platform. The platform owner, Apple, Google, controls access, takes a cut of revenue, and defines the rules. For a long time, this worked perfectly. Users got a simple, organized way to discover software. Developers got access to massive audiences. And platform owners built incredibly powerful ecosystems. But over time, cracks started to appear. The first problem is friction. Apps require downloads, updates, storage, permissions. You have to find them, install them, open them, and learn how they work. For simple tasks, this process is increasingly inefficient. And in a world where speed and convenience matter more than ever, that friction becomes a liability. This is where AI changes everything. Because AI doesn't need apps in the traditional sense. Instead of opening an app to do something, you just describe what you want. The system handles the rest. It pulls functionality from different services, combines it, and delivers the result. No downloads, no navigation, no switching between interfaces. That alone starts to make the App Store model feel outdated. Because if users don't need to open apps, they don't need a store full of them either. And that's a problem for the companies that built their platforms around apps. But here's where it gets interesting. Big tech isn't resisting this shift, they're driving it. Apple is pushing toward more integrated, system-level intelligence that reduces reliance on third-party apps. Google is embedding AI directly into search and Android, making it possible to complete tasks without ever opening an app. Microsoft is building AI co-pilots that sit on top of existing software, bypassing traditional interfaces entirely. All of these moves point in the same direction, a world where the app is no longer the primary unit of interaction. And there's a second reason behind this shift: control. At first, it might seem like app stores give big tech maximum control, but in reality, apps create fragmentation. Each app is its own ecosystem, with its own data, its own interface, and its own relationship with the user. That means platform owners don't fully control the experience. But if everything moves to an AI-driven layer, that changes. The AI becomes the interface. It decides how tasks are completed, which services are used, and how information is presented. Instead of users choosing apps directly, the system chooses for them. And whoever controls that system controls everything. That's far more powerful than controlling an app store, because it shifts influence from distribution to decision-making. There's also a financial angle. The App Store model depends heavily on transactions, purchases, subscriptions, in-app payments, but it also comes with limitations. Revenue is tied to individual apps, and competition is fragmented across thousands of developers. AI opens the door to new business models. Subscription-based intelligence, premium features, enterprise services, these don't rely on individual apps. They rely on the value of the system itself, and that value can scale much more efficiently. Instead of taking a cut from millions of apps, companies can monetize a single, central platform that sits above everything. Then there's the developer side. If the app model declines, developers don't disappear, but their role changes. Instead of building standalone apps, they may build services that plug into larger AI systems. Their products become components rather than destinations. That shifts competition from user acquisition to system integration. And it changes how software is created, distributed, and monetized. Of course, this transition isn't simple. Apps are deeply embedded in how we use technology today. Entire industries depend on them. And for many tasks, apps still provide a level of control and reliability that AI systems haven't fully matched. So the shift won't happen overnight. Instead, we're likely to see a gradual transition. Apps will become less visible. More functionality will move to system-level interfaces. AI will handle more tasks directly, reducing the need to open specific applications. Over time, the App Store becomes less central, not because it disappears, but because it becomes less important. And eventually, it may just become a back-end system, a place where services are managed rather than where users go. But there's a bigger picture here. The App Store model was designed for a world where users had to navigate technology manually. The future is moving toward a world where technology navigates itself, where systems understand intent, coordinate services, and deliver results without requiring constant input. In that world, apps are just one possible way to deliver functionality, not the dominant one. So, when you hear that big tech wants to kill the App Store model, it's not about destroying something that works. It's about replacing it with something more powerful. A system where the interface isn't a grid of icons, but an intelligent layer that connects everything. And if that system fully takes over, the way you interact with technology won't just evolve. It will feel like an entirely different experience.